I feel bad enough. What's the questions?
Coach, your defense seemed to play pretty well with Stanford in terms of physicality. Talk about that.
Yeah, I thought we did a really good job matching up physically. We played a physical game. They're a physical football team, and we went into the game, and that was one of our objectives, was to be physical, and I thought we did a good job at matching up with them.
What went wrong on that final drive?
Yeah, you know, that's a great question, whether you should pressure more or not more. They made plays, we didn't make the plays when we had to. Once again, I don't look at them, I look at myself. There's a couple things I might have done differently. Schematically up front, maybe to get a little bit different pressure. Just didn't want to give them the big easy one, you know, wanted to see if we could make a play. We just didn't make it. But once again, I'll look at that on me first and see what I could have done better.
How big of a loss was it for you guys to have Ely go out at the end of the game?
I mean, I hear your question.
How big of a loss was it for you guys to have Ely out at the end of the game?
Yeah, that didn't help, but I think Boss did okay when he was in there. It's hard to tell from upstairs, you know, that if you look at the film, how well he did. But Ely's one of our seniors, a guy who we were counting on to have a big game tonight, and I heard it threw us off a little bit on some of our substitutions. But hey, Boss is a freshman, so you're not sure what you're going to get, but I imagine he did okay. He's going to be a heck of a player someday.
How did you guys did against Catholic?
I didn't see the whole stats. I'm sure he had his over 100 yards. You know, he's going to get his yardage. They make sure he gets his yardage. He's a heck of a football player, and you got to give him a lot of credit. He's a really good football player and does a lot of things really well. I should take that back. He's a great football player, and you know the thing is, I thought we did well. We tackled pretty well against tonight. He didn't break any long ones.
Right.
Which was one of our goals, no big plays, and I think so that's why the score was where it was during the game. And you know, once again, you're comfortable trading field goals. You know, field goals is a good thing. You know, it takes 3 of those to be a touchdown, so we thought that we could, you know, hold them to the field goals would help us.
How critical was the play of the linebackers to keeping Caffrey from breaking loose?
Well, the linebackers, you know, did a really great job of you know, making sure their angles were precise and where their fits were going to be. And they give you a lot of different things with motion and wildcat and all the different formations they come out of, because they do have a lot of different formations, a lot of different personnel groups. And so that's where it gets a little confusing on the sideline. We had to waste one time out because of the one situation. We had the right personnel when they came out in. So there's a lot of different things going on for those linebackers in how we're spinning our rotating our secondary into different positions, forces them to have a little bit different reads.
Did things change for you guys schematically on that last drive?
No, we did what we did. Like I said, I think they made plays and we didn't at that point. You know, probably the penalty didn't help us. You know, I think they would have been on the 15 instead of the 30. And in that time, with no timeouts, geez, you're thinking every yard counts.
You talked about how you might have done some things differently.
Yeah, whether I'd have pressured more or not pressured more, I thought we could get there with our 4-man rush. And you know, you hate to give them the big one, right? You just hate to do that. So you know, we did. We hadn't seen a lot of their 2-minute offense because they hadn't been in it this year yet. You know what they were going to do, but we anticipated some of the things they had. He made some, you know, big time throws when he had to. Everybody good?